We have breaking news right now. The Houston Office of Emergency Management is giving an update on Beryl. Let's take a listen.
Emergency center. That's how dangerous our streets. Our traffic lights are out throughout the city. So let me just say I'm going to get some real-time reports from these outstanding department directors, our first responders. But my message to the public is shelter in place, stay off the roads, take care of your loved ones, your neighbors, your pets. Bark. Without power, generator did not kick on. We have a lot to do when we assess things in future days. But right now, it's life safety. All we need to worry about right now is protecting lives. We've been in contact with the county judge. We've been in contact with the state government, and the White House has reached out to us offering assistance. So it's all hands on deck. We literally almost didn't have time for this press conference because we're so busy taking incoming calls for rescue, for public assistance. So all I can say is we've prepared for this moment. We're doing everything we can. In the coming days, we will restore all the resources, the power. Our multi-service centers will be prepared. We hope CenterPoint will continue to do their outstanding job. They're bringing in thousands of additional assistance, line personnel, vegetation personnel. Clearing our streets and lines and getting the power back on is one of our highest priorities. I do not have power. We're all living this together. We're all in this together. Collaboration with every level of government, with every social agency, with the faith community, and with these outstanding first responders. I'm going to ask our fire chief to come give us a real-time report of his operations and what we can do going forward. Chief Pena.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, the mayor nailed it. I don't know. He summarized essentially what we want to communicate to our residents and to our community is stay home, protect yourselves, protect your families. We're in the middle of this. It's going to keep raining. We're going to continue to see street level flooding. But I'm going to report really quickly on our response posture, our focus, our service demand, and our resource status for this operational period. As the mayor mentioned, our focus right now is life safety. The life safety posture is what we're focusing on right now, and we're going to continue this until this storm passes. And then we're going to move into the recovery and consequence.
Listening to an update there from Houston officials on hurricane and now tropical storm Beryl. We heard Houston Mayor John Whitmire talking about the big power outages there, saying the priority right now is protecting lives, urging residents there to shelter in place, and saying this is a situation that right now is all hands on deck, in his words. I want to bring in the director of the National Hurricane Center, Michael Brennan, for more on this. Michael, just a little while ago, we also watched live as a man was rescued. He was stranded on top of a pickup truck, submerged in rushing water. Talk to me about the downgrade to a tropical storm, because that can sometimes create a false sense of security that people think, okay, it's not a hurricane anymore. I can go outside. Can you address that?
Yeah, sure, Diane. There's multiple life-threatening hazards associated with Beryl, and there's very little difference between a strong tropical storm and a Category 1 hurricane. But like you said, the pictures we saw, people getting rescued, most of the fatalities that occur in these events occur from water, either flooding from heavy rainfall, people driving into flooded areas, or from the storm surge. And we still have a storm surge warning in effect along the coast of Texas. But this is going to be a prolonged, dangerous event. The storm is starting to pull out of the Houston metro area, so conditions are going to gradually start to improve. But we've seen very strong winds, widespread power outages. We lose a lot of people after storms in areas where there are power outages due to carbon monoxide poisonings or people driving around where there's no stoplights and get into traffic accidents. So we do want people to stay in their safe place most of the rest of the day in the Houston area. And then conditions are deteriorating as we go up through East Texas. There's going to be a prolonged heavy rainfall, flooding risk, as well as the risk for tornadoes.
And, Michael, it's still very early in the hurricane season, but officials have been predicting that this is going to be a severe season. So what concerns you most for the months ahead, and what sticks out to you from this storm so far?
Well, Beryl was a remarkable storm in many ways in terms of being where it formed, the time of year, being the earliest Category 4 and 5 storm to form on record in the Atlantic. But again, we are expecting a very busy hurricane season, so this is just a reminder to everybody in hurricane-prone areas in the U.S., across the Caribbean, that risk is real. We've seen it play out in Beryl, and we have most of the hurricane season left. The vast majority of the storms happen in August, September, October, so it's a great reminder to everybody that you have to have your plan in place. You have to be prepared and put that plan into action. Not every storm is going to give us a week to watch it come across the Atlantic. Some of the most dangerous storms that have ever hit the United States have formed close by and made landfall within just 3 or 4 days.
And we're seeing photos and videos come out of the storm zone now, cars submerged in water, trees down, power lines down, and so on. What can people who decided to ride this storm out do now to stay safe?
Well, you want to stay in a safe place, shelter in place until local authorities tell you it's okay to go out, because even if the winds die down, even if the rain stops, there's still going to be flooded areas. There's still going to be power lines down. The post-storm environment can be very, very dangerous. You don't want to go out, especially at night. There may not be any power light. There may not be power. There may not be street lights, stoplights. Traffic can be very dangerous. So, again, just stay in place, shelter in place where you can in a dry, safe location until officials tell you that it's safe to go back into your community.
And Michael, what are you watching for now with this storm? What are your biggest concerns?
Well, the biggest concerns are going to be heavy rainfall. We're going to see heavy rainfall spread across East Texas, 5 to 10 inches today and tonight, and then spread up into the Mississippi Valley. There's the potential for pretty significant flooding all the way up through places like Tyler into Texarkana, the Arklatex region. And we're also looking out for the potential for tornadoes in places in western Louisiana, eastern Texas from today through the evening hours.
All right, Michael Brennan, Director of the National Hurricane Center. We appreciate your time today, Michael. Thank you.